our life. This is a series which I began as soon as the quarantine in India was announced. This series is established as a way, as something which I could offer to you all in terms of these ways in which we can transform our life. For me, I'm a transformation coach, tarot reader, numerologist, and a DNA astrologer, and I have an extensive experience in all of these fields. I'm also a NLP, which means Neuro-Linguistic Programming Practitioner, in which we work with the basic belief systems of beautiful souls like you to see that where is it that the limitations have been set in through our childhood, which are setting in as limitations of life going forward. In DNA astrology, we figure out that what are those ancestral curses that one might be born with, and we all are born with one or the other, and how to break that curse. Of course, it begins with first being aware of it, realizing it, and then doing remedies of breaking that curse. So, just so you all know, as a community service, on all of these, I'm providing a 35% discount, where earlier they were at $2,700. Now they are just at $1,755. Earlier they were at $50 and now they are at $32. If you want to avail it, this is an offering from my side. You can do that. And of course, you can also avail a detailed, customized 21-day workshop for you, which will be specifically benefiting through your own life experiences, your old childhood experiences. And then there are also WhatsApp workshops which I have to offer on forgiveness, chakra, manifestation, mindfulness, as well as the recent one was self-taught. So any of this you want to avail, you can. And I once again welcome you all on the day 10, way 10 of this 21 days journey. So let's begin with the story for today. It's a very interesting story. And I am very sure that if you hang on to each and every word, the message of it is also absolutely easy. Now, this is based at a time when there was this merchant. At one point in time, he was a really rich merchant. He was doing business with all the countries that he possibly could. He was staying near the shore, so it was very easy for him to do that. But then recession set in. And somehow, due to wrong decisions, this merchant lost all the money that he had made. A very unfortunate incident for him, because for him, he was used to staying with money and suddenly he had none. All the time, every day, the only thing that he was ever thinking about was money, money and money. How to make more money, what to do such that those old times do come back. What is it? Who can he tie up with so that he makes money? In fact, he was thinking about it so much that beyond a point, unfortunately, he started to have sleepless nights. It was really hampering him, all of this thought about money. Now, as the days went by, there was this one night where he was able to sleep, strangely enough, and he had a very strange dream as well. In this dream, there was a voice which spoke with him. And the voice said that there is a monk who will approach you tomorrow at 11 o'clock. This monk is not really a monk. He is all the money that you have ever lost. He is all the gold or your wealth that you have ever lost. All you have to do is hit him on the head and he will convert into money. So this guy, when he woke up, he was really excited and he was eagerly waiting for 11 a.m. to happen. In fact, he took a stick and he stood outside his house so that he does not miss out the monk, such that the monk does not just pass him by and he doesn't realize so. And as had come in his dream, there was this monk who comes to him basically to take alms, and this guy hits him on the head. As what he had dreamt of, lo and behold, this monk converts into all the gold that he had ever lost. All the money that he had ever lost. He brought in all his treasure boxes, everything, and he put all of that money inside that. He was really happy. He was satisfied that now he wouldn't have to think all that about the money, and finally has got what he deserved. all that money that he had lost has come back to him. What was happening was that there was a barber who was passing by, and he saw all of this happening. He saw that this guy, the merchant, had hit on the monk's head, and the monk converted into money. The barber thought, wow, what a beautiful way to make money. Effortless at that too, where I have to work on so many men all the time. Like I open my shop at 9 o'clock in the morning and it goes on and on and on up till 11 o'clock in the night because I have to make money to eat food. This is a very easy way to make money. So he gets all excited and he goes to a nearby temple. He, on the pretext of inviting all of these people at their home, at his home, he tells all of these monks at the temple that come home, I want to do a feast for you, a Brahmin feast for you. These monks the next day come to the barber's house. This barber is ready with a stick. And he starts hitting these monks on their head. You can imagine what bloodbath would have happened at the barber's house. But there was nothing getting converted into gold. There was nothing getting converted into money. And he was surprised. He was shocked. He thought maybe he's not hitting hard enough. So he started to hit even more hard. Still no money. In fact, there was a policeman who was passing by and saw all of this happening. Immediately he arrested the barber. The barber was then taken to the jail. And at the time of his hearing, the barber kept explaining to others, well, this is what I saw. This is what I saw happening with the merchant, that he hit the monk on the head and the monk converted into money. But you can imagine, nobody really believed him. In fact, this barber was then jailed and sentenced to death. He meets, that's his end. That, my friends, is the end of the story also. What do you think out of this entire story could be our learning for the day 10, way 10 in order to transform our life into a much more beautiful life, into a much more advanced life? Please write in the comment section below. What do you think could be the learning? And in the meanwhile, if you're watching me on YouTube channel, I request you to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon. Invite your friends over here, send them this video, because every day we are discovering a way to transform through these 10 days, today being the 10th day. Exactly. The learning that we take from this in order to transform our life is that not to compare our life with someone else's. Because what happens is that their karmas could be different. Their past could be different. What they are experiencing could be because of what has happened in their father past or the community that they belong to. Or basically what we look at them is their current chapter. We don't know really what has happened in their previous chapters. So the more we try to imitate someone else, the more we lose our own path, our own lessons, and in fact, the more we go towards something which is known as oftentimes depression in other people, oftentimes feeling less worthy. When you compare yourself to someone else and say that, oh my God, this person has it, why don't I have it? This person has a beautiful life, or what to you seems like a beautiful life, why don't I have it? Or let's say you stay in a particular place and you feel people in this other place, in that foreign land, have everything provided for. Why don't I have it? These kind of comparisons, my friends, beautiful souls, lead us to nowhere. In fact, even if you have to compare as to what do I need to include in my life to enhance my living, and not from a point of feeling sad. Because as I said, this particular person whom you're comparing yourself to might have also had a journey of this life or of past lives, depending upon what your belief system is. So it is futile to compare your life to someone else, and specifically now, when you have decided to take this journey of self-transformation. I also would like to indicate to you over here that everybody's pace could be very different. So it's not necessary that when it comes to, that is the reason why it can be important for a few of you to do a 21 days customized session journey with me. Everybody's requirement is different. Why? That's because everybody's childhood is very unique. Yes, there are certain imprints which are common to each one of us, but the way they manifest in our life are very different. So, why to compare ourselves with that person whom you feel has everything sorted? Maybe they do, maybe they don't, maybe we don't even know. The idea is to bring the focus back at every time to us. What are our resources? What are those things which are available to us? What are those things which I can be grateful about? And what are those things which I need to transform or transmute in my life? What am I blessed with? And what are those decisions in my paradigm that I can take to enhance my life possibilities? Yeah. So this, my friends, was the day 10 way 10. I hope you enjoyed this story and took away the message of this story as well, short and crisp. And join me tomorrow for the day 11 way 11 of this transformative journey of 21 days. Wow, I can't believe we have already completed 11 days, and thanks to you all for staying put with me. And I hope you all are taking something or the other from these live sessions. I would love to hear from you. Please show, if there is any experience that you have had in the recent past, please do write into the comment section. Because this will really motivate me to keep coming back as well. And I will see you soon, which is obviously tomorrow, with the next way. And stay tuned. You can join me on my Instagram, which is where I go live every day, 7:30 p.m. India Standard Time. Handle being Neha Goyal, NEHAAGOYAL. Every next day, I post the previous day's video on my YouTube channel, Neha Goyal Stream Reading, NEHAAGOYAL Stream Reading at 6 p.m. So, today's video, if you want to rewatch, you can watch it over there. And of course, it will stay here for a couple of hours as well. I will see you all tomorrow. Namaskar. Radhe Radhe.